Hello YouTube, I guess it's time for another one of those short Danish lesson videos, and I've gotten a lot of response, actually a lot more response than I thought I would get. Unfortunately I have been very busy in the last couple of weeks, so I haven't had a lot of time to help people out. But I just got a comment on a couple of things, especially regarding the Danish expression and stuff like that, and the way we speak, which is usually considered pretty fast. The guy who made the comment is called the Lost Cat 2000. I'll just read it aloud real quick. It begins now. That was pretty damn fast for a normal speed. That's probably also a big problem for us English speakers, is that Danish people speak so fast. The ø sound is a big problem, I think. Rød grød med fløde seems really hard, as is stuff like risengrød, I think it's called. The sound seems really hard to replicate for us British, as well as some of the R's. Fredericia, or however it's spelled correctly by the way, seems a little impossible too. For any British/American, the pronunciation is exceptionally difficult. And well, actually you're right. I guess to the first pointer about the normal speed in which we speak, I think it'll become more understandable once you begin to listen to a language. In the beginning, your brain can't it all just sounds like blah 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 blah. There's no way you can sort of tell the difference between one word and the other. You can't find any space between the words. You can't find any kind of resemblance to a language. It all just sounds like babble. But after some time you begin to be able to discern words from the others, discern sentences from another sentence and stuff like that. It'll just come by listening to it. But you made a couple of other pointers, like saying the letter ø, which I agree, a lot of people find this really hard, and that got me thinking, well, I've heard the ø sound in some English words, so I went in on Google and made a short search, especially the word worm, you know, one of those down on the ground, a worm. Worm kind of has a little bit of this ø sound in it. If you make it like really slow, like worm, worm. I know this seems kind of strange, but if you just say the word worm really slow, then you kind of got this ø sound, this worm, and that kind of replicates to worm, rød, grød. That's rød, grød, worm, worm, rød, grød. And you can sort of see how that springs together. Like another, we have 3 additional letters in our alphabet. One is O, another is E, and then there's this Ö that I just covered. O, I suppose, well, I'll get back to that, but E can actually be pretty good covered also in the word stain. Stain. Like you have a stain on your shirt. I actually have a stain on my shirt. But stain, stain. And you can sort of say the word apple in Danish is æble. If you just say stable, æble, stain, æble. And you can sort of try to use a couple of these words that sound kind of like it, that you can actually express in your own language, and you could begin to sort of take this vocality, this sound out of it, and sort of make it sound a little bit better and get the hang of it. And you used the word or the city, it's actually a city, Fredericia. Frede, that's a, well, pretty common Danish name, and then Recia. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that in any discernible way. Fredericia, 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 Fredericia. Okay, I guess you just have to avoid that city if you can't get it right. But I'm sure there's I'll keep this up in my head, trying to figure out a proper way to say these things and sort of give some pointers, but I hope this helps someone. Okay, I've only used about 5 minutes, so what I'm going to do for the last couple of minutes here, I'm going to make one of those longer videos again, is I'll try to read a little bit from this book by a Danish author called Klaus Rifbjerg. It's called Regnvejr, which basically means rainy weather, and that's what this book is about. And I'll just read 2 pages or something like that in a slower speed, so hopefully people will get an idea of where the words separate and where the sentences separate, and how it all sort of fits together. So I'll just go right ahead. Det var det år, hvor de alle sammen kom ned, og det regnede hele tiden. Nogle af dem havde været der før, og selvfølgelig var det os, der inviterede dem. Men denne gang dukkede også folk op, som vi nok engang havde sagt til, hvad med at kigge ned? Men som så pludselig tog os på ordet, samt et par stykker til, vi i hvert fald aldrig havde inviteret. De dukkede bare op midt i det hele. Midt i regnen og det øvrige kaos. Det er den slags, man har livet til. Sådan ser livsfilosofien i hvert fald ud. Hvis jeg skal tale for mit eget vedkommende, ja, ikke hele filosofien selvfølgelig. Måske er filosofi et for stort ord. Men så en leveregel. Jeg synes ikke, der er nogen grund til at være smålig. Heller ikke, hvis det giver en smule besvær eller skaber lidt forvirring. Det værste, jeg ved, er forudsigelighed. Og den, der tror, at man bare kan sætte tilværelsen på skinner og køre afsted, som om det var en sporvogn, må være forberedt på alvorlige overraskelser. Eller kede sig ihjel. Man kan sige meget om det job, jeg har valgt, men det svarer til mine forudsætninger. Der er ikke mange chancer for at sidde stille ret længe ad gangen. Jeg skriver rejsebøger. Ikke udelukkende den gængse slags, der fortæller, hvor man får de bedste trøfler i bazaren, eller hvor Van Gogh købte sine farver. Jeg prøver at få mig selv med i billedet. Ikke nødvendigvis for at føre mig frem, men som en slags garanti for, at der er bund i informationerne. And I'll just stop right there. Well, I'll just read it again. I don't know. There's not enough time. But, well, if you have any kind of suggestions, any kind of advice that you think might help. By the way, try to rewind this video. Try to replicate some of the sounds that I make. Try to see if you can discern where exactly one word begins, the next one starts. See if you can understand perhaps some of the common words like os or or heller. We use that a lot too. Or just man kan sige. And try to get an understanding of at least some of what I was saying here. And try to replicate some of it. Try to, as soon as it goes into your ear, as in the last video, try to say the exact same thing as I'm saying. I hope that helps. If not, feel free to give some suggestions, some criticism, just about anything. I'm pretty much ready for it. I got a lot of responses. I got a lot of positive feedback, especially concerning the past couple of videos, and I'm really happy for it. But yeah, okay, I'll stop it right here. Have a good one.